Today we're going to talk about sales tax, tips, and markup. We're also going to talk about discount a little bit later. So go ahead and take a moment to copy these 4 definitions down, please. Okay, so sales tax is an additional amount of money that's charged on items that you buy. So you have sales tax on things that you purchase at the store. So copy this down. Drew wants to buy exercise equipment that costs $140, and the sales tax is it's 5.75%. What is the total cost of the equipment? Okay, so take a moment to copy this down. Okay, to solve this, we're really just finding the percent of a number. So we're going to multiply 140 by 5.75%, but we need to put this in decimal form first. So we've got to get rid of our percent. So move our decimal 2 places to the left. So that's 0.0575. Actually, since this number is longer, I need to put it on top. So this is what I'm going to be multiplying. Okay, 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 7 is 0, 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 is 30. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times 0 is 0. So I add my numbers together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 7 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And then that's just 0. Okay. I have 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's $8.05. Okay, so that is just the sales tax. We want the total cost. So I then have to add $8.05 to 140. So we'll do 140, add my decimal, plus $8.05 is going to give me $148.05. This is my final answer. Okay, you do the exact same thing here. So what is the total cost of a sweatshirt if the regular price is $42 and the sales tax is 5.5%? So first we need to change our 5.5%. Let's change that so we get rid of the half. So 1/2 as a decimal is 0.5, so that's 5.5%. So you need to change this, get rid of our percent, and move our decimal 2 places to the left. Okay, so now I want you to take a moment and multiply these 2 numbers together to find out what your sales tax is, and then you need to find out what your total cost is. Okay, so check your answers. So we're going to multiply 0.055 times 42. So we have 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2. So I add 1 plus 0 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, and my 2 carries down. I have 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So my sales tax is $2.31. We need the total cost, so I'm going to add that to $42. So that's going to give me $44 $2.31. Make sure that you don't forget this step of adding your sales tax to your original price to find your total cost. Okay, now we're going to talk about tips. Another word for tip is gratuity. So it's when you give someone money for services that they've provided, like a waitress or something. We're also going to talk about markup, meaning when a store increases the price of something. So copy this down. A customer wants to tip 15% on a restaurant bill that is $35. What will be the total bill with tip? So we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did. We're going to change our percent to a decimal and multiply it by our number to find out what the tip is. Then we're going to add it back to our original number. So 15% as a decimal is 0.15. So I'm going to multiply 35 times 0.15. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2, 17. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. So I bring down my 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. I have 2 decimal places. So we're going to pay a $5.25 tip. So we need to add that to our $35 bill. So $35 plus $5.25. We need to line up our decimals when we add. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. Bring down my decimal. 5 plus 5 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4. So here is the total bill with the tip. It's $40.25. So although we've given it a different name, we're adding a tip now. We do the exact same thing as if we were adding sales tax. Okay, copy this one down. A haircut costs $20. Sales tax is $4.75. Is $25 sufficient to cover the haircut with tax and a 15% tip? Okay, so we need to figure out our sales tax and our tip of this number. So we're doing a couple of different things now. Let's figure out our sales tax. Move my decimal 2 places to the left, so that is 0.0475. I'm going to multiply this by 20. 0 times anything is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 2 times 0 is 0. How many decimal places do I have? I have 4. So 0.0475 times 20 is going to give me 95 cents. So I'm going to put 20.00 plus 0.95. And now we need to figure out our tip. So I'm going to add our tip to this as well. That's a 15% tip. So what's 15% as a decimal? We have 0.15. So 20 times 0.15. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. So I bring down my 0. 2 plus 1 is 3. I have 2 decimal places. So my tip is going to be $3. So I'll line this up. Now I'm just going to add these 3 numbers together to find out our total amount. So we have 5, 9, 0 plus 3, 3, and 2. So the total cost with the sales tax and the tip is $23.95. So is $25 sufficient to cover the haircut with tax and a 15% tip? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for your correct answer and your answer to the question. So we do the same thing. You take your percent of your number and then add those numbers that you get all together. Okay, so I want you to work out B and C. Scott wants to tip his taxi cab driver 20%. If his commute costs $15, what is the total cost? And then C, find the total cost of a spa treatment of $42, including 6% tax and 20% tip. So take a moment to copy these down and solve them, please. Okay, I want you to check your answers. So we're finding 20% of 15, and then we have to add that back to 15. So 15, maybe do it over here. 15 times, what's 20% of the decimal? Move our decimal 2 places to the left. So you can put 0.20 or just 0.2. I'm just going to put 0.2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Put it right in the wrong thing. And I have 1 decimal place. Okay, so this is going to be a $3 tip. So we'll add 15 plus 3. So our total cost is going to be $18. Find the total cost of a spa treatment of $42, including 6% tax and 20% tip. So I'm going to change my percents to decimal. So it's 0.06, and this one will be 0.2. So I'll figure out 42 times 0.06. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 0 times anything is 0. And I have 2 decimal places. I'm going to set this off to the side. It's $2.52. And now I'm going to find out my 20% tip. So multiply this by 0.2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8, and I have 1 decimal place. So that's $8.40. So now I need to add these to my $42 to find out the total cost. 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 plus 4 is 9. Bring down my decimal. 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. And 4 plus 1 is 5. So it comes to a total of $52.92 for the spa treatment. Okay, so make sure that you have that down. If you got it wrong, please fix it. Okay, a store pays $56 for a GPS navigation system. The markup is 25%. Find the selling price. We are doing the exact same thing. They're just giving it different terms now. So we're still going to change our percent to a decimal. So that's 0.25%. We're going to multiply it by our price. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 3 is 28. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. I'll bring down my 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. And I bring down my 1. I have 2 decimal places. So that's a $14 markup. Okay. We want to know the selling price. So the markup means they're increasing the price by $14. So we're going to add that to 56. 6 plus 4 is 10. 5 plus 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So the selling price is going to be $70. Okay, so make sure that you have that all copied down, please. Okay, you're going to do the exact same thing here, so copy this down and solve it. A store pays $150 for a portable basketball backboard, and the markup is 40%. What is the selling price? Okay, so we're going to multiply 150 times 0.4, to move our decimal 2 places to the left, and we don't need to put that 0 there. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Okay. So I have one decimal place, so this is a $60 markup. So I need to add 150 plus 60. 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 6 is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So the selling price should be $210. So go ahead and check your answer. If you got that wrong, fix it. If you're making a mistake there, look to see what it is that you're doing wrong. Okay, next we're going to talk about discount or markdown. So we talked about markup, which is where they increase the price. A markdown is when they decrease the price. A discount is when your price is reduced, like when things go on sale. You get a discount. So copy this down. A DVD normally costs $22. This week it is on sale for 25% off the original price. What is the sale price of the DVD? So take a moment to copy this down, please. Okay, so we're going to do the opposite. When we're finding the discount, our new price needs to be lower. So our sale price is lower than the original amount. So we're still going to multiply our two numbers together. 22 times 25% of the decimal, 0.25. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. I have two decimal places. So it's $5.50. Now, because we want the sale price, that means we're taking a discount. We're going to subtract it this time. So before, when we had tip, sales tax, and markup, we added it. But when we're dealing with discounts and sales prices, we're going to subtract it. Okay, 0 minus 0 is 0. Switch colors on me. I'm going to have to carry my 1. So 10 minus 5 is 5. I bring down my decimal to carry my 1 again. 11 minus 5 is 6. And then 1 minus nothing is 1. So my sale price is going to be $16.50. So you have to read these very carefully. So you need to find out, does it want you to find the sales tax, the tips, the total cost, the markup cost, or the sale price? If you see sale price or discounted price, you are subtracting. So do the exact same thing here. A shirt is regularly priced at $42. It is on sale for 15% off the regular price. What is the sale price of the shirt? So sale price tells me we'll be subtracting. Okay, so go ahead and take a moment to solve this on your own. Okay, so we're going to multiply 42 times 0.15. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 4 is 4. I add my numbers together. 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 plus 2 is 6. And I have two decimal places. So I have $6.30. What do I do with this? I'm going to subtract this from my original amount. So $42 minus $6.30. So I have to carry my 1. 10 minus 3 is 7. Bring down my decimal to carry my 1 again. 11 minus 6 is 5. And my 3 comes down. So our sale price on the shirt is $35.70. Okay, so check your answer, please. If you got it wrong, fix it. Figure out where it is that you're going wrong. Be careful with your multiplication. Make sure that you're not messing up here and that you're putting your decimal in the correct location. Okay, here's our last example. A boogie board that has a regular price of $69 is on sale at a 35% discount. What is the sale price with 7% tax? So we are adding two different things that we've learned today into one. So we're finding the sales price, okay, but we also need to add tax to it. So we're going to multiply 69 times 0.35. Okay, so we need to figure out what our discount is. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 4 is 34. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2, 20. So I'm going to add this together. Here's my 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. 3 plus 1 is 4. And my 2 carries down. I have 2 decimal places. Okay. Remember, this is not your sale price. This is how much the discount is. So we need to subtract that from $69. Okay, because this is how much the price is before tax. So I carry my ones. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 1 is 8. Bring down my decimal. 8 minus 4 is 4, and 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so this is my discounted price. Now I need to figure out what my sales tax is. So if you remember before, we move our decimal 2 places to the left. So I'm going to multiply $44.85 by 0.07. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 8 is 56. Plus 3 is 59. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 5 is 33. And 7 times 4, again, is 28. Plus 3 is 31. And then I have a row of zeros, because 0 times anything is 0. Okay, so adding my numbers together, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So $44.85 times 0.07, give me 3.1395. But this is money, so I need to round to the nearest hundredths. Okay, because I just want the 2 decimal places over here. So I look at my 9. Is my 9 going to make my 3 go up, or is it just going to drop off? It's going to make it go up. So that means my tax is $3.14. I need to add this to my sale price. So this one has multiple steps in it, so you've got to be careful to make sure that you add, switching on me, the correct thing. So you're adding and subtracting everything, completing all the steps. Okay, so I have my sales price. Now I'm going to add my tax to it. 5 plus 4 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. I bring down my decimal. 4 plus 3 is 7, and I bring down my 4. So my discounted price, my sale price with tax, is going to be $47.99. Okay, you're going to do the same thing here. So remember, our first step is we're going to find the discount. So you're going to multiply 15.50 times 0.25 to find the discount. Next, you're going to subtract the discount. To find the sale price. Then you're going to find the tax. Okay, so you take your sales price, where you have your original number minus your discount, that's your sale price, and you're going to multiply it by your tax, so 0.065. And then we add the tax. So go ahead and take a moment to do these 4 steps and to solve this. So I want you to check your answers. So we're going to multiply 15.50 times 0.25. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 2 is 27. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 7 plus 1 is 8. I bring down my 3. I have 4 decimal places. So I need to round this to the nearest tenth. My 5 is going to make my 7 turn into an 8. So that is $3.88 discount. So I'm going to subtract that from my $15.50. So I've got to carry some ones here. 10 minus 8 is 2. Got to carry a 1 again. 14 minus 8 is 6. Bring down my decimal. 4 minus 3 is 1. And bring down this 1. So here's my sales price. Now I need to figure out what my tax is. I'm going to multiply 11.62 times 0.065. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 6 is 30. Plus 1, 31. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. And 5 times 1 is 5. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 1 is 37. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. 6 times 1 is 6. Then my next row is just going to be zeros. So multiplying by 0. Let's add this together. 2 plus 1 is 3. 8 plus 7 is 15. 9 plus 5 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. 6 plus 1 is 7. And then that's just 0. How many decimal places do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how much is my sales tax? I've got to round this to the nearest hundredth. So the 5 is going to make this 5 go up, so it'll be 0.76. I need to add that to my sale price of $11.62. 6 plus 2 is 8. 6 plus 7 is 13. Bring down my decimal. 1 plus 1 is 2. And bring down my 1. So this is what you should get for your answer. Yes, there are a lot of steps to these, so please be very careful to make sure you cover everything. If you need to make a list of what you need to do so you don't forget anything, please do that. So we found the discount. We subtracted the discount. So here's the first one, here's the second one. We found the tax. And then over here we added the tax. So make sure that you complete all of those steps, please. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Please make sure that you have your homework copied down off the board. We have a test on Friday, and all of your homework is due Friday as well. So please make sure that you've got all that covered.